Hey guys, so we were at Five Below. I don't go there very often, especially not for homeschool stuff, but at Five Below they have a book section and I was drawn to it and I found this book, The Anthology of Fungi, and when I started to go through it, I thought this book looks so good. Why is this book so good? And it turns out it is a DK book. And so I went ahead and I got it. I wanted to share this with you in case you're looking for a book about fungi or you're just a fungi fan, which I am. Now, this book was $5. I thought that was very reasonably priced for this type of book. It is a guide for children, but adults could use it too. What I like about it is that in the front, the table of contents are divided into places where you would find these mushrooms. And a lot of the mushrooms in this book are very popular mushrooms that you would find in North America. Now, this is not an identification guide in terms of something that's edible or not edible. Let me repeat that. This is not an identification guide for mushrooms that are edible and not edible. They do not write that in here. You need a real guide for that, and you need multiple sources and preferably somebody with experience. This is just for education purposes, but I like that they do have some of the more poisonous, toxic mushrooms like the death cap. And then it talks about some really cool, interesting mushrooms like the bleeding tooth. And then it also talks about some of the more delicious mushrooms like lion's mane and chicken of the woods. I love that it has the common name and the more scientific name as well, and a small description and real photos. I also wanted to mention that they do have Step Into Reading readers there for $4 a piece. They're not the best readers that I've seen, but something to look at. Also, I'm not such an artsy person, but I know artsy people. And just a tip, they told me that the watercolor paper and just the art paper there in general is a good buy. But the markers and such, not such a good buy. So just some tips for when you're going out there looking for supplies for this year or next year.